Good evening, how are you? You are in the moment with Matthew. This evening I am in my apartment here in the north end of Halifax, and I will be going into the city tomorrow morning, and at some point tomorrow at the end of my day I will be relieving Stephen Wilsack from his incredible journey that he has been on. He is in Grand Parade Square this evening. The winds are gusting. The winds are so bad at supper time they actually canceled the ferry service between Halifax and Dartmouth. I was in Grand Parade Square and I put a post up and I wanted to give you a visual. I wanted you to hear what it was like in Grand Parade Square this evening at supper time. There were people in those tents. If that tent was not occupied with another human being or belongings, you saw what happened. There were at least 4 or 5 tents that were destroyed today. So the only way, sometimes in 80-kilometer winds, sometimes the only way that you can keep that tent from flying away is to be in it yourself. Think about that for a moment. I'm going to throw some numbers out to you, and I would like for you to try and figure out what these following numbers have in common. 3, -2, 0, 6, 4, 0. 3, 6, -2, 6, 0, 6, 4, 0. Those are the high temperatures for the next few days. So even though Stephen Wilsack is not joining the broadcast, I will continue to bring this to the front burner. And I'm talking about the unhoused, and right now in this moment, in this immediate emergency, not just here in the greater HRM, not just here in Nova Scotia, but across the country. Winter is here, and we need to get these individuals out of the cold, out of the wind, out of the rain, out of the elements. And we can do that by working together. Rain here today. It's 11 degrees right now. Gusty winds. I was telling you about the ferry service that has been canceled. 3 degrees. So 10 degrees right now. The temperature is going to drop to 3 degrees tonight. So the unhoused who had very limited areas to go seek shelter today. I know the library was operating. The mall, Scotia Square, flood damage over the weekend. So a lot of what would be general seating area not available. I saw unhoused individuals in areas just out of the elements, just anywhere where they could find shelter before they went back to their tent. It's just absolutely mind-boggling. I did mention that one of my heroes, Stephen Wilsack, is on location tonight, Grand Parade Square. And I have no doubt in this moment that he is providing some type of comfort for perhaps Doug or Tracy, maybe Tammy or Rose, Joel, David, Mike, Freddie, Ashton, Robin. Those names that I just listed off are individuals who are currently occupying property in a tent on the doorsteps of City Hall here in Halifax. I know them all by name. I've had eye-opening, deep, personal conversations with every one of them. It's impossible for me, for Stephen, for anyone, for you watching this right now. It's impossible to forget the images. They are seared into your memory. Stephen mentioned this morning a call to action. Stephen has been on location for a week. He needs relief. I will be relieving him tomorrow night, and I will be joined by my wife. So my wife, Jennifer, and we're going to spend the night on the property, Grand Parade Square, relieving Stephen Wilsack. We need others to volunteer there. We need others on site to continue on the work that we have started. I'll be back on site tomorrow night. I know that Robin, Joel, and Mike are all interested in doing this, being in the moment with me, being in the moment with you. So over the next few days, expect to hear stories from the unhoused who have been unhoused on the doorsteps of City Hall for weeks, for months. So I look forward to bringing those conversations to you. I just want to throw this out here as we are just a few days away from December. People are already in the holiday spirit. I just want to throw this idea out there. The next time you are sitting around the water cooler, you're talking about a charity, something that you would like to pool your money together for, I would suggest perhaps pooling your money together to help the unhoused. And it could be something as simple as purchasing a tent. We need to get these individuals out of the cold, out of the elements, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So even though Stephen Wilsack has only been on camera once today, I know Stephen has not stopped working on this. Is evolving so quickly, and I'm so proud of the response of Haligonians, Nova Scotians, people from Newfoundland, Maritimers in general. I can't thank you enough. We love the donations. There are people down there right now who are in brand new sleeping bags, blankets, pillows, jackets, things that we take for granted. So thank you so much for everyone who has come down to Grand Parade Square, paid a visit, dropped off coffee, donuts, food. It's been really amazing to see. But there is much more work to be done. Stephen Wilsack and myself would really appreciate some volunteers. Come down, get to know us, get to know what's going on. To give Stephen Wilsack really needs, he needs to go home. It's time for Stephen to go home. And that's exactly what it's going to do tomorrow night. And I'll be on site for, I don't know, I'm going to be there until Stephen decides to come back. And when he does come back, which will probably be maybe this weekend, it'll be big. Because everything that he does is big. And right now, Stephen Wilsack is a shining example of how Nova Scotians can rise to the challenge. He is an incredible, I've never met anyone with a bigger heart than Stephen Wilsack. So I'm going to leave you with this. Thank you, Heavy. I'm going to leave you with this. 3, 6, -2, 0, 6, 4, 0. Those numbers are in degrees. Those are the high temperatures right through until Sunday. Think about that. The unhoused, they do not have an escape from the elements. They just don't have an escape. So if you can help out in any way, it is greatly appreciated. We love all the views. We love the shares. Continue to do that. If there's one thing you can do, it's share the stories that we are sharing with you. We will be live tomorrow morning, probably between 7:30 and 8 o'clock. We'll get another update, and I will have Stephen Wilsack by my side tomorrow. Until then, you are in the moment.